Hello students, I am Ms. Dhandore SS. So let us see physical properties of transition elements. But before that, once again I am reminding to like, share and subscribe my channel so that you will get notifications of new videos there. So let us see the transition element physical properties. First we'll go for density of the transition element. Density. So in third series, if you consider the third series, then the density of the element, that is from third group to 11th group, density goes on increases here. Density increases. Why? Because atomic size decreases as atomic size increases. Atomic size decreases. That means if atomic size increases, the density goes on decreases. If density increases or atomic size goes on decreases there. That means density and atomic size, these are inversely proportional to each other. That is what? Density is inversely proportional to atomic size. So density of zinc is now smaller, or it is lower than copper. I'll write here. Density, question may be, density of zinc is lower than copper. Why? Because the atomic size of zinc is larger than copper here. As atomic size of zinc is larger than copper, the density of zinc is lower than copper. Why atomic size is larger? Because all the last orbital is completely filled. D block n-1 D orbital contains 10 electrons, while S orbital contains 2 electrons here. And in this case, what happens? In case of zinc, the screening effect is larger than the nuclear effect. That means shielding effect is larger than the nuclear charge, and that's why the atomic size of zinc is larger than the copper, and so density is lower than copper here. So density of transition element, if you consider density of transition element, that is D block element, is higher than what? S block element. Then S block element. Then if you go down the group in the periodic table, down the group, atomic size goes on increases as new shells are added with increase in the atomic number. So down the group, what happens with the density? Down the group, density goes on increases or decreases. Now down the group, density decreases as atomic size increases. So if you consider osmium and indium, then osmium and indium having the highest density in the D block element. So osmium and indium, they are having highest density. We are talking about transition element or D block elements here. So this is about the density. With increase in atomic size, density goes on decreases. With decrease in atomic size, density goes on increases. From left to right, density goes on increases here as size of the atom decreases. In case of zinc, the density is lower than copper as the size of zinc is larger than your copper. Then in case of transition element, the density of D block element or transition element is higher than S block element. This is again due to the size, and down the group the density goes on decreases as atomic size goes on increases here. So next property, physical property is these transition metals are malleable. Malleable, that means they have tendency to form the thin sheets. Malleability, that means what? Tendency to form thin sheet. Then next property is they are ductile also. Ductibility, that means it is a tendency to form thin wires there. So these elements, transition elements, are ductile and malleable also. Then next about the melting and boiling point. The melting point and boiling point increases from left to right in the period up to middle of the series. What is the reason for that? Because the melting and boiling point increases from left to right in the period up to middle of the series. That means up to chromium, the melting and boiling point goes on increases. Chromium having highest melting point in the third series here, 3D series, and that's why. What is the reason for that? This is because of the number of unpaired electron. With increase in number of unpaired electron, what happens? If you consider the chromium, then atomic number of chromium is 24 and its configuration is AR, then 3D5 and 4S1. So overall 6 unpaired electrons are there, and these metals in the crystal lattice, this metal can form the covalent bond with one another here. These unpaired electron can share with one another in the crystal lattice, and that's why they can form the covalent bond also. And with increase in covalent bond, the hardness of metal goes on increases. The hardness increases here. With increase in number of covalent bond, hardness of the metal goes on increases, and that's why it requires more energy to break the molecule or to break the metals there. We'll take one more thing, that if suppose this is your crystal lattice and these metals having tendency to lose the electrons here. The metals are electropositive in nature, you know that, and these metals are having tendency to lose the electron. So each atom loses electron, and these electrons are floating in between the positively charged. When the electrons are lost from the atoms, there is a formation of positive charges here. So these electrons are floating in between the positive charges. There is a flow of electrons in between the positive charges in the crystal lattice of transition metal, and so the positively charged metal ions are attracted towards the negatively charged cloud of the electron here in the crystal lattice of transition metals, and this bond is called as the attraction is called as a metallic bond. Metallic bond, and this is also strong bond here. So with increasing unpaired electron, the number of metallic bond also goes on increases, and so the melting point of these elements goes on increases here up to middle. After chromium, what happens? The pairing takes place. Number of unpaired electrons are there, but the number of unpaired electrons goes on decreases as pairing of the electrons takes place here, and so the number of covalent bond and also the metallic bonds decreases, and melting or boiling point of these elements are goes on decreases here. If you consider the zinc, then the zinc is the small soft metal at room temperature. So zinc is a soft. Why? Because there is no unpaired electron, so number of covalent and metallic bond is not there. The formation of metallic bond or covalent bond is not possible, as the last orbital is completely filled here. Number of unpaired electrons are absent, and that's why these are the soft metal. Zinc is the soft metal, sorry. So this is about the melting and boiling point. With increasing number of covalent bonds and metallic bond, the hardness of the metal goes on increases here. Also the electrostatic force of attraction due to metallic bond goes on increases, and it require more energy to break the bond, metallic bond as well as covalent bond. Covalent bond is formed due to sharing of unpaired electron between two atoms in the crystal lattice of the transition metal, and metallic bond is formed due to the positively charged ions. As metals are electropositive, they lose electron, but these are floating in between the positively charged charges in the crystal lattice itself. These are not completely removed from the atom. These are there, but these are the cloud of electron is floating in between the positively charged transition ions in the crystal lattice, and the attraction or the bond in between this positively charged metallic ion and the negatively charged cloud of electron is a metallic bond. So with increasing covalent bond and metallic bond, the strength of the bond goes on increases, and so it require more energy to break the bond. So melting point goes on increases with increase in the number of unpaired electrons. So chromium in 3D series, the chromium having highest melting point than other elements here. So this is about the physical properties. Density goes on increases from left to right as atomic size goes on decreases here. Density and atomic size, these are inversely proportional to each other. With increasing density, atomic size decreases. In this series, 3D series, zinc is having highest density than copper, and this is because the size of zinc or atomic size of zinc is larger than the copper. Then density, transition element is having higher density than the S block element. Also down the group, density goes on decreases as atomic size goes on increases here. Then these transition metals are malleable also. That means they have tendency to form the thin sheets. These are ductile. That means they have tendency to form the thin wires. Then the melting point goes on increases up to middle of the series, and then the melting point goes on decreases here, and this is due to the number of unpaired electron. With increasing number of unpaired electron, the number of covalent bond goes on increases, and also the metallic bond increases, and so the bond in between, due to covalent bond and metallic bond, to separate the atoms it require more energy, and hence the melting point and boiling point of these compounds are increases up to middle, and after that, as pairing of the electron takes place, the melting point and boiling point goes on decreases there. So this is about the physical properties of transition metals.